Hello Aquarius, welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel and this is your full moon in Virgo reading for March 2022. That full moon will be with us on March 18th at 3:18 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and this reading will be all about the past, present, and future energies and feelings that will be coming in for you during those lunar phases. Keep in mind that those full moon phases last about 28 to 30 days from full moon to full moon. So we'll be looking at the last 30 days before this. We'll be looking at the present energy of this Virgo full moon and the next 28 to 30 days as well. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information on the card decks that I use in my readings, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all those links and info are down below in the description box, and I hope you'll hit that like and subscribe button on your way in or out. So let's go ahead and jump on in, Aquarius. We're going to look at these energies and see what's up for you. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please show us our fabulous Aquarius folks. What is coming in for them with this Virgo full moon? Anything they need to see for their best and highest good, please show us, Aquarius. Wow, okay. Aquarius, big time Capricorn energy here. Have you been working hard, or somebody, or you've got some Capricorn in your life, whether it's in your own chart or somebody in your life? The immediate past position is the full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So I feel like you've been going through a very challenging cycle this last 30 days or so, but that is coming full circle and full cycle. I always love to see that card, because it does make me feel like, whew, you know, finally you're getting to the end of something very challenging. The heaviness is lifting off of your shoulders. If you've been working hard at something, you'll feel like it's getting ready to start paying off. And I swear, we cannot get away from this card. Guys, Capricorn just before you had the same card in the same exact position. I'm just saying, it's this supermoon card. This has been coming up literally for every sign so far that I've read for this full moon. So I do feel like our emotional energies are very close to the surface. Even if we are playing it cool, even if we're not wanting to show a lot of emotion, it's going to be very challenging not to. There's a lot of feelings that come up to the surface with that supermoon. You may feel like, you know, you're about to erupt or blow up. For some people, you may just feel very emotional, like more tears, the more, you know, just, you know, it's coming out. And you also may feel very passionate about something, very strongly about something with that supermoon. But yeah, there's been something that's very, very intense, very emotional, very sensitive. Like I said, Capricorn had the exact same position. You might want to check the Capricorn reading because there's some definite similarities here. Also, in the present energy of what's coming through with the Virgo full moon, we have the new moon in Capricorn. So we had the full and we have the new. Your hard work is paying off. The end of the challenging cycle is coming to a completion. So I feel like anything that you've been working at, anything that you've been putting a concerted effort into, is coming back around in a good way, because the Capricorn energy is like that. You got to work hard for it, right? It doesn't just give itself to you without effort. But boy, if you put in the hard work and the patience, especially, and the time, it will bless you so much. Let's get a clarifier on this. Protection. Oh, and that, I love that card. This is a feeling of spirit really protecting you, guarding you, comforting you maybe through some difficult times, and that just always feels very positive. I feel like if there's been anything, like if you have felt really vulnerable, or maybe if something really you know, kind of scary that's really infringed on your personal sense of security has happened, you may have put in the extra work to, you know, to address that, but this is a real reminder that you're fine, you're protected, you're safe, spirit has your back, your friends have your back, your allies have you in their attention and in their care. Going into the future here, Aquarius, we have the full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. This is a huge address for the ego, okay? So what I would say about this is it's not wrong to have healthy self-worth, confidence, self-pride that's good, that's balanced, but don't let your ego ruin things. Don't get into a place of, you know, I'm right about everything, or smugness or arrogance, because that's the toxic side of pride or the ego. And so this is really saying to keep that in check, keep that in balance. Don't let it, you know, get out of hand, because, you know, we can really mess things up. And we all do it, because all humans have an ego. We all have that ego consciousness. So, you know, things might start going in a better direction, and then, you know, it's like the ego starts getting triggered, and we say something or do something out of that space that kind of messes up what could otherwise be a really good thing. So just keep it in balance. Keep it in your awareness here. You might be dealing with a Leo too. That's, you know, the equal opposite sign of Aquarius. So you might be dealing with someone that has that toxic ego as well. So don't let that drag you down. Have faith. Have faith, Aquarius. Look at that warm moon. That is the full moon of March, actually. So this is actually really coinciding well with this particular full moon cycle. To me, that is it's very like Empress energy, you know, Goddess Gaia, Mother Earth. But it really brings that message of have faith and have patience. Don't push too fast or too quick, Aquarius. Let things grow at their own pace. Right? Let things nurture and develop in their own timing. I do have this very sort of protective, nurturing element. So just, you know, nurture the people that you love. Show them your care. Show them that you're there to protect and defend them and all of that good stuff. But don't let the ego come into it, right? Don't let that creep in. So next we're going to use the tarot. We're going to use the same layout, the past, present, future columns, and we're just going to deepen these messages up for you. So Spirit, let's see what we've got for Aquarius in the tarot. We will be clarifying these as well. Wow, okay. Yeah, slow and steady wins the race here, absolutely. In the past position, on top of that full moon in Capricorn and the supermoon, we've got the Six of Pentacles. So this has been a very strong time of balance, equal give and take. Whatever you have given is what you've gotten back, right? And vice versa. So if you've been generous, if you've been open, if you've been loving, you've probably received that back. If you've been, you know, cold or cut off, then that's what you've gotten back, right? This is kind of like that equal opposite reaction. So yeah, to me, this is all about balance. It does remind you that you have to take good care of yourself as well as others. It's a reminder. It's like if you have been too generous with others, it's time to take good care of yourself. Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying not to sneeze, but it's been a lot of, like, when it's cold and the heat's on, I sneeze a lot. So let's clarify Six of Pentacles, please. Yes, and more Capricorn energy. Oh my goodness. So you may be really trying to balance things out with a Capricorn. And I'll tell you, and this is true, there's a channel I love called Heart Capricorn, and it is a lady who's a Capricorn, and she does nothing but videos about that sign. And she'll often say that a Capricorn is a lot like a mirror. What you give them is what you will get from them. If you're really sweet, kind, supportive, patient, they'll be that with you. But if you're not, they'll be the other with you. And so you may be dealing with having to balance that kind of energy. Now, if this doesn't have to do with a Capricorn personally, you may have some of those signs in your chart. But to me, you know, the Devil card is all about, you know, getting away from negative routines and habits, right? Things that keep you stuck or stagnant. That's the biggest power, you know, move about the Capricorn Devil energy, is that if you find yourself stuck in a rut, if your habits or the things that you're doing aren't getting you where you want to go, it's really time to change them. It's really time to address that. Because that can be very tough. Like you could feel really chained to bad habits, and whether that's addictions or, you know, mental or psychological triggers, it can be a lot of different things. It's different for everyone, and this is general. But it's time to balance those energies out. It's time to really look at those routines. And, you know, the Virgo full moon is all about routines and habits and clearing, clarifying, and purifying those. Absolutely. Going into the present energies, we're talking about, you know, the Virgo full moon. This is what's coming in. And that King of Swords is the Aquarius king. And so I do feel like this addresses you very personally. You know, King of Swords can be, you know, there's always pros and cons. To me, he's the master strategist, the planner. He likes to look at the future, but he can also be very cold, detached, and overanalyze things or overthink things. So, you know, you want to balance those energies out there, Aquarius, right? You don't want to get into, you know, being too cold or emotionally detached or too overanalytical, but you do want to plan wisely for the future, right? So it's a balancing act, right? Let's get a clarifier. How to best work this King of Swords energy. Yeah, it's probably one of the most negative things, is I've heard other readers say, you know, that he can be very harsh, right? Very cold. And so it's like that's the side that you want to try to steer away from a little bit more. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. This does take time to play out, right? This does take time. I really do see some patience involved here. Knight of Pentacles is the Virgo Knight. And so this is a knight that plans well before, you know, putting a plan into action. So you're going to have to take your time. Might slow walk it a little bit. This is our turtle knight. Slow but steady wins the race. But again, with all this Capricorn energy around you, I feel like if Spirit is telling you to slow things down, there's a good reason for that. Like there's a really good outcome that will be yours, but it does take patience. But perseverance is always favored with Capricorn energy. So Aquarius, next, into the future, we have the Seven of Pentacles here. And I'm saying, again, this is a slow but steady wins the race. Take your time, cultivate the garden, build up good habits, build up good rapport with yourself, loved ones, co-workers. Because you've got to attend to that. It's going to turn out so much better in the future if you take care of the little things here and now. Four of Cups. Yeah, and it's not easy, right? I get the feeling like, too, like you might be super hyper-focused on just one thing, or just one person, or just one situation, while missing other good opportunities that you could also be working on or focusing, right? Sometimes it's like that old saying, a watched pot never boils. And it's like if you keep just sitting there watching that pot, it's like, I want you to boil, I want you to boil, come on, come on, come on. It's like it just takes forever. But if you get working on something else, if you, you know, just maybe go play some music or go take a walk or go do something, you'll feel, you know, things will actually move faster because, you know, you'll come back and guess what? The water's boiling. Look at that. Felt like it happened so quick. So on the bottom, yes, Eight of Pentacles. Again, more slow but steady wins the race. Keep at it. Don't give up. Persevere. This is definitely learning and teaching and growth. You're learning and you're teaching at the same time. And we do have the Page of Wands. I know that you're working towards that new beginning or a new start in life, but just take it one day at a time, Aquarius. This is a great reading. Again, a lot of strong Capricorn, earthy energy, Virgo energy in this. So take it easy, be good to yourself, be good to others. It's going to work out. Just hang in there. Let's get a manifestation card for you. Let's see how this is all manifesting together for our Aquarius folks. And you know, Saturn, the ruler of Capricorn, is in your sign currently. And whenever Saturn is in our sign, we are learning a lot of lessons of patience, growth, wisdom, endurance, all those Capricorn lessons. Wow. Full moon in Aquarius. Yeah, look at that. Your own energy coming through. I feel like that's very empowering. That's a good feeling. Be real, be authentic, right? Be truthful. You know, don't try to cover yourself up. You know, be honest about what it is that you feel, what you want, how you want to plan, how you want to move things forward. That's totally fine. Just remember to be kind at the same time, right? You know, that's the thing. That's the thing. But just be genuine, down to earth, and who you truly are. Yeah. Affirmation on this is love, Aquarius. So, you know, if you really love someone, if you really want something, if you're really feeling passionate about, you know, a project or a person, be real, tell them that, listen to your heart, embrace what makes you happy. There are a million reasons to love and be loving. Yeah. This is a nice read. All right, guys. I hope that you have an amazing full moon, and I'll be seeing you again soon. Take care.